And so, after much time, the Primaris Psyker from Blackstone Fortress is finally released as a standalone model. Now, I'm aware I'm a bit late to the party on this model, but yeah, I wanted to take a look at it. And since I picked it up with the remaining stock of movement trays from a game store, I figured, let's take a look at it. So, looking at the back, we see some of the model. The front, we see that. We see the single base. The instructions are on the back side of the card. Now, I'm going to just remove this from the packaging and come back. So, we have the front side of the card. I'm trying to just put it on an angle you can actually see on my camera. And we have the back side with the instructions and a mini data sheet. So this isn't actually looking like it's a particularly complicated model to build. And yeah, so we've got the model sprue itself. Just put my hand there. We have, oops. And yeah, so I'm going to build this thing up and come back. And so we have the built up model. Now, it's a neat looking thing. I still have a few little nibs to trim off it, but yeah, I'm going to work out a basing scheme for this model and see about priming it and painting it. It's a neat looking sculpt. I kind of dig it, and I wouldn't have bought it if I did. And so, the model is built. Now I'll zoom in closer to it in a moment, but I just wanted to have it in front of the box art. Now I chose to go a different route for the paint job. I chose to go for yellows and purples instead of reds. Did go for the greens because I kind of like the greens. But let's actually put the model up a bit closer to the camera. So yeah, now for once my videos are a bit less centered, so let's change that a bit. Center, let's put the model over here, let's put that there. So, the sculpt itself is actually quite nice. I'm glad that this is our Primaris Psyker, because the metal one was good, but it was really old. And we honestly deserved a new one, especially given we're in the age of Primaris. So, here's how the model compares to a Commissar in terms of size. And here's how it compares to, I see where I hid the thing. I don't have you here. Where are you? Why can't I find it? The Emperor, where are you? Here's how it compares to the new Commissar. So I'm just going to do that. So difference in poses kind of mean that she looks a bit shorter. This was originally a blackstone sculpt, so it happened a lot earlier than the current guard stuff. Here we have her next to an incomplete Thaddeus the Purifier. One day I'll actually get Blackstone Fortress. Here we have her next to a guard sergeant. So you can kind of see the size difference. Next to an old guard commander. So yeah, she's bigger than him. Victoria Miniatures Commissar. And who else do I want to put her next to? Yarick. And a Basmarin. Because fight for the Emperor. Anyway, just figured might as well get that silliness out of the way. So yeah. Now, this isn't the first time I've had psykers in my collection, but it's the first time I've actually had the proper models. For many years, my psykers that I had in my guard collection were converted from the old Dark Vengeance set. And various Cadian bits and so on. So let's just put each one of them now. He's lost his hand over time because that happens. And no, I'm not going to repaint these. It's not worth it to me. Unless I convert up a broken one. But yeah, so we have also can see the sheer difference in my painting skill. I've gotten a lot better at painting than when I painted those older models. But yeah, so this model's neat. It was fun. It was a fun painting experience, even if it doesn't look as amazing as it does on the box art. I am no pro at painting, and also had a bit of trouble with the contrast paints going where I wanted when I put some green on today. But that just adds interesting looking details, and yeah, that's kind of all I need to worry about on that front. Anyway, do I think this money is worth this? Do I think this model is worth the retail price? I'm not sure, in all honesty. It's a nice sculpt. I feel like it probably shouldn't be as expensive as some of the stuff, but then I think this was only like $55, which is still pricey. But what it honestly needs potentially is more options for like how the hand is posed and how the staff is posed and so on. Much like this commissar, I feel like there's not enough on the kit to justify the price. At the same time, I'm not sure how much you could put on the kit because Primaris Psykers aren't usually heavily equipped in the lore like commissars have been. The amount of weapons commissars have in the lore is quite considerable. Anyway, this has been my look at this model. It's a nice sculpt. I prefer it in plastic over the metal one that I've looked at and kind of gone, yeah, I'll pass up on that. But yeah, at some point it may appear on the channel again in a much better with a bit more paint on it. But that's not going to happen now, or not going to happen today. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And what's your favourite abhuman unit for the Imperial Guard? Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.